Welcome everyone. Today finds me in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, Tempe, Arizona actually. And I'm looking down on the Phoenix Zoo. But that's not what I'm here to show you. It is really beautiful here. And look at the hole in that rock. There are people way up there. Maybe I'll work my way up there later, but that's not what I'm here to show you either. I've got something really unusual and interesting to show you. And it's a whole lot warmer than where I just came from. It's a very comfortable 68 degrees, which is a world of difference from the sub-zero temperatures back home in Wisconsin. We're way on top of these rocks. This is what I'm here to show you, a pyramid in the middle of the Arizona desert. Now you might be asking yourself, why a pyramid in Phoenix, Arizona? Are they paying homage to the Egyptians? Maybe a mummy's living inside. No, this pyramid is actually the final resting place of Arizona's first governor. And the tomb overlooks the Phoenix Zoo. And as amazing as this view is, let's talk about the governor and why he's entombed in a pyramid. George Hunt was not only the first governor of Arizona, he was governor for 21 years. He was the very first governor elected, and they kept re-electing him through 1933. Now, I don't think those were consecutive terms, but still, that's a lot of time as governor. He cut quite an imposing figure, too. He tipped the scales at over 300 pounds, and that's at only 5'9". He had a bald head, which makes him pretty good in my book, and a bushy handlebar mustache. As a result, he was referred to, and he referred to himself, as the Walrus. Politically, Hunt is what you might call a populist, or maybe even a progressive. He was on the forefront of things like women's suffrage and the abolition of child labor. Now you might say, well, of course, how could you argue with that? But back then, those were very controversial subjects. And he did some things that were unusual for men at the time, like doing the shopping, the grocery shopping for the household. But if you think about it, that wasn't that unusual because he made his fortune in the grocery business. He actually started out as a clerk, and then when the store was bought by a larger organization, he worked his way up in the business and made him a wealthy man. He also used to knit. He used to knit scarves for the soldiers in World War I. So what does all this have to do with a pyramid? Well, like many successful and powerful men of his time, Hunt was a Mason. Talking about a Freemason, not a guy who builds walls out of bricks. And as you know, the symbol of the Mason and Freemasonry was the pyramid. And so when he died, he was interred in this quite unusual pyramid-shaped tomb. He actually passed away only a year after he left office in 1934. And according to the plaque, entombed with him is his wife Duet, her parents, as well as her sister. Hunt was quite an interesting character, truly a founding father, not only of Arizona, but he had a lot of input into the development of the territory itself. In fact, at one point, his family lost track of him and they thought he was killed by Indians. His family also lost their fortune as a result of the Civil War. Okay, I'm heading up to that hole. I don't know why, it just looks interesting. Hey, look at this. It's actually called Hole in the Rock. It says it's an archaeological site. So according to that sign, the ancient people that used to live here, and when I say ancient, it says AD 1. Why it started in 1, I don't know, to about 1450, used to use this site. It was a ceremonial ground. They used a hole in the wall as a calendar device. I would imagine something to do with the sun, marking the position of the sun and the time and the year and that sort of thing. And they also had recreational games here. I think I'm walking up this thing a little too fast. I'm getting a little winded. Maybe I'm just out of shape. Nah. Now that looks like a precarious rock. Look, it's the backside of a hole. Well, I made it to the hole. Should I go up one level further? Why not? You only live once. And you might not make it here. So I have to show you what's up there. I wonder if this is one of the ceremonial areas that they talked about down by the sign. Oh, I don't know if I want to walk this. It looks a little precarious. There's got to be a better way up there, right? Or is there? So there is some really cool formations here. Let's go over here if I can do it without falling and killing myself. Now I think it's kind of a shame that people have to come places like this and they have to write graffiti all over it. And I wonder if archaeologists 2,000 years from now are going to look at that as part of our heritage and what we left behind. Boy, that's kind of sad, isn't it? Whenever I come to places like this, I really like getting out and hiking and walking and climbing the rocks. But you know, if you don't do it on a regular basis, it really does take a lot out of you. Man, you can really see how the water eroded these rocks away over the years. There's a sign that says we have to be careful we don't step on any vegetation. They're trying to bring that back. So let's be careful where we step. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave your comments down below. I encourage you to like and share the videos. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And don't forget to ring that bell icon up above so you know when I post new videos. From Tempe, Arizona, one of the most unusual resting places I've come across, the tomb of former Governor George W.P. Hunt. I'm Mark with The Average Meat Channel.